I know so many yoga teachers who want to teach online, but few actually know how to make money from it. Now, everyone's heard the same advice, I think, at this point, to niche down, to create an online product, to grow your audience and sell. But what's missing is a clear starting structure, something you can actually map out and build from. Because without that, most yoga teachers just jump from shiny idea to shiny idea, never gaining much traction. So in this video, I'm going to give you a simple framework you can use to map your skills, your audience, and your offers so that you can stop trading your hours for money and actually start building something sustainable that gives you real freedom. Now, the first thing you need to understand is why most yoga teachers get stuck. Most try and jump straight into selling something, whether that's a course, a program, a membership, before they even have an audience that's ready to buy from them. Now, this is the biggest mistake I see. They're trying to run before they can walk, because what usually happens is a teacher will put a ton of time, effort, and energy into growing something, let's say a program, into building it, they launch it, but then because there isn't an audience that is primed and ready, they get no sales and become incredibly disheartened and just despondent with the process. So step one is to build a small focused audience. And note that I said small here. This does not need to be hundreds of thousands of people. And no, you do not need to do this overnight. You just need to start speaking to people who trust you, who resonate with your message, and who would potentially like to learn from you. Now, this part matters more than you realize. Yes, social media is great, but you don't own it. Now, the algorithm decides who sees your content. This is why building an email list, something that you own, a separate place that you can send people to, is so important. And people always ask me, but why is it so important? So let me give you a comparison. I have nearly 50,000 subscribers on my email list with around a 60% open rate, meaning roughly 30,000 people see my emails every single time I send them out. Now on Instagram, I have over 200,000 followers, but only around 2% of that audience actually see each post. So if you had an important message or an offer, which one would you trust? You'd want to send it on your email, right? So in this framework, social media attracts, but email builds trust and conversions. Now, once you have that in place, the next question is, what are you actually creating that's going to generate you an income? Now, again, this is where most teachers go wrong. They ask, what do I feel like making? But the better question to ask is, what problem do I need to solve? Because people don't buy vague experiences. They buy solutions and outcomes. They buy a transformation. Because if you think about it like this, people buy skincare to fix problems, insecurities, things like that. People buy clothes for specific occasions, or maybe it's just to flex, maybe it's just to feel part of the group. People are buying these things based on problems, and the item, the product, whatever it is a solution to that. So your first offer should be an intersection of these three things: what you're skilled at, what your audience struggles with, and what you can deliver in terms of a clear, tangible result. Now, that is how you create something people actually want to pay for. Now, here's something I want you to think seriously about before you go further. Your online business isn't just about making money. It's about how you want to live. Now, when I started, I remember writing down one word in my journal, which was freedom. This was and still is my aim for business. It is to create a life that gives me freedom, financial freedom, location freedom, time freedom. So everything I have done from about 2020 onwards has been about freedom. So I encourage you to sit down now and to think about, how does your business support your life? What kind of lifestyle do you want from this? Finally, last point here is, whatever you do, make it simple. Make it easy for people to access, make it easy for people to navigate, make it an understandable result so that there's no friction, so that nothing can kill your scalability, because simple offers convert better, deliver better outcomes, and are easier to grow than options that are really convoluted. So here's the framework I want to leave you with. Build a small relevant audience first. Move them onto a platform you own, like your email newsletter. Identify a real problem they want solved. Match that problem to your skills. Create a simple offer that supports the life you want. If you answer these questions first, who am I helping? What problem am I solving? How does this fit into the life I want to live? how can I keep this simple, then everything else becomes a lot easier to build once you've optimized for those things first. So start here and you'll stop spinning your wheels and start building an online business that actually earns and actually supports your freedom. Now, one last thing I will say is the best way to learn is to go through other people's websites, programs, marketing, etc. If you're trying to figure out how a business works, the best thing is to be part of that business, be part of that person's marketing materials. You can actually see how things run and how you can build things for yourself. So if you want to see how my business runs, I encourage you to come and join the newsletter. Not only will you get a ton of value from it, but you'll also get that experience of learning through experience.